Okay, what is up, everybody? Forget the long hair, because I don't care.
This is enough now. Sense the shape of your brow, the salt on your cheeks, and the way that you're looking down. I know that you know why you were not the first. From the depths of my heart, I really hope that you're the Lord.
I'm one of those people that don't give a shit. That's why I look different from the average person. I don't dress the same. I don't act the same. And I was watching my buddy's video, Dan, and he was basically saying the same thing that the London Real guy was saying. If a 65-year-old man, David Icke, was spreading false narratives, and you have people like Alex Jones who are saying bogus stuff, and people like there's another guy, Bloodstained Lane, a YouTuber that they tried to silence that YouTuber for a long time, and he used to get like 8 to 10,000 views. Now he's lucky if he gets 400 views. But the narrative is, if the BBC and all these other news outlets knew David Icke was a hoax, Alex Jones was a hoax, Bloodstained Lane, this YouTuber, was a phony, and what they're talking about is phony garbage. Oh, the 5G is garbage. And why would it be garbage if you have regular human beings that are YouTubers? Timothy De La Ghetto, that I've never heard in my entire life ever say anything about any conspiracy in my life. He has a podcast where recently he made a video, and his homeboy that's part of the podcast, they both came to the conclusion that, you know why they want you in your house? Because of the radiation of the 5G.
Expert, don't quote me on anything. I just heard from other people who claim to be experts.
Okay.
But you never know. But basically, so you know how we got 4G on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
5G is just supposed to be the faster version of that shit or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's said to be putting out crazy amounts of radiation. There's people who work with radiation and shit like that, and they say all these symptoms sound like radiation contamination. This is what happens when you that. They claim 5G was first rolled out in Wuhan. You know what I'm saying?
And they go, once they get the 5G under control, then they'll open up the cities again, and life will go back the way it is. They say it's proven that 5G sends out more radiation than regular cell phone towers that we have now. Because that's the thing. Why would you be even nervous about something like that if it wasn't true? You know? I have not followed David Icke's career, but I've heard of him and heard about a lot of the stuff that he's talked about, like the lizard people and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people can laugh that, he's talking about lizard dummies and lizard people, and then to the average person, that sounds very odd and strange. Why would you be talking about lizard people? That's very weird. Why would you be talking about this and that? That's very strange. And when you think about it, why would the London Real have David Icke, a controversial guest, on their show, but the very first episode that he was on his podcast, he got like 3 million views in 24 hours, and they said their website was crashing because of the foot traffic. And then I just watched a video from the London Real where the host was saying that basically the BBC told Google to take that video down and stop it from being broadcast YouTube. And the thing about it is, he goes, we had 300,000 people, and we were the second largest live stream around the world, and people were watching it because they want the information. You guys think that they're trying to shut these guys down? They already got rid of Alex Jones, so basically people are ripping his videos off of his website and throwing them up on YouTube. They're getting half the views that they normally were getting. And do you guys just believe that? Here's my theory. People want to know other narratives than the same garbage that every media outlet spills. Every media outlet said the same thing. I don't care if it's Fox News, BBC, the whatever it is, the Washington Post, whatever. They all say the same stupid shit. Wash your hands, stay 6 feet from each other. It's just regurgitated stuff. And then they go, well, the health organizations say that's the best thing to do is wash your hands like 10 million times a day. Don't touch your face. Don't leave your house. Don't go anywhere. Be fearful. And then when you bring fear and panic into people's lives, you have what happened in Quebec, Canada. The security guard said, "Hey, sir, you can't come into the Walmart because there's self-distancing." And the security guard is just doing his regular job, just spitting what he's told. Nothing's wrong with what he's saying. He just says, "Hey, you need to stay 6 feet from the other person." Okay, that's understandable. Then he says, basically, we're only allowing a few people in at a time. So the guy took it as, oh, you're not letting me in. I'm not going to be able to get my basic essentials. I'm scared for my life. I'm not going to be able to have my food. I'm not going to be able to have anything. So what's he do? He goes and runs over the security guard and drags him down the street or down the parking lot and ends up like killing the security guard because in his mind, he was fearful that you're telling me I can't get my food. You're telling me I can't get in there and get my stuff. All these other people are going to get it. And that's the way he thought. That's the way his mind was telling him, you're going to run out of food. You're not getting the food because the other 4 people that are already in there are gobbling it up. And you're like, oh shit, I need it. That's what the man is saying. That's what the fear and panic is putting in the people's minds. Even though maybe 5 years ago you would have told the guy, hey, you got to wait your turn before you get in, he would have been cool. But now the media is spitting false narratives of so many people are dying, and there's a video out there right now. Her name is Lisa Haven with like 400,000 subscribers. My dad showed me this video, and it's basically saying
doctor can make a judgment call. If they suspect that COVID-19 could have been the reason for the death, even without a test, they can go ahead and add it to the death certificate, thereby adding it to the COVID-19 death count. Not enough evidence for you? How about this? How about a Minnesota state senator who is also a doctor that has come out and stated that they told him to inflate the numbers via a report? Take a listen.
Well, last Friday, I received a 7-page document that sort of told me that if I had an 86-year-old patient that had pneumonia but was never tested for COVID-19, but sometime after she came down with pneumonia, we learned that she had been exposed to her son who had no symptoms, but later on was identified with COVID-19, that it would be appropriate to diagnose on the death certificate COVID-19. Now, we've not done that. If someone has the pneumonia after and it's in the middle of a flu epidemic, and I don't have a test on influenza, I don't diagnose influenza on the death certificate. I will say this elderly patient died of pneumonia.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but my heart is sinking right now as you're telling me this. You're a doctor.
Want to see the report he was actually referring to? Well, it's another report from NVSS. Take a look at this report, NVSS Vital Statistic Reporting Guidance for COVID-19. And it states this on page 2. In cases where a definite diagnosis of COVID-19 cannot be made, but is suspected or likely, e.g. the circumstances are compelling with a reasonable degree of certainty, it is acceptable to report COVID-19 on a death certificate.
As she put it in her words, and the senator said it right on broadcast TV, that the reason so many people are dying from the coronavirus, they're saying, no matter what the illness is, if you believe it might have been a coronavirus death, even though it could have been a heart attack, just write on the death certificate that it was a coronavirus death. So you're massively fluctuating the numbers of people that are dying outrageously. Let's say actually 200 people have died, but you're saying 400,000 people have died, because you're just underlining everybody who's dying right now with the coronavirus, and not everybody who has the virus is actually dying from the virus, and not everybody who's dying right now actually has the virus anyway. Somebody could have just a common cold or the flu, or they could have something else. Public, you're not telling somebody they died from something when they didn't die from that virus. The bottom line is, we got some sick individuals out there that are doing things that we shouldn't be doing. But to be honest, it's just so crazy that David Icke is a 60-year-old man and they're silencing this guy like crazy. And there goes a stupid-ass cruise ship out there. But like I've always said, if David Icke and Alex Jones are not people to worry about, why do they block them off social media, basically? Why are they, like, censoring their videos? And isn't it, like, the First Amendment right? Well, here in America, we got that First Amendment right that says we have the freedom of speech. And then there's an amendment that says we have the freedom to produce whatever news we want. And what David Icke, Alex Jones, Eddie Bravo, the guy I was mentioning earlier, Bloodstained Lane, Lisa Haven, I think that's her handle on YouTube. They're all not fear-mongering. They're not making these false narratives.
What's up, you fucking bozos? This is Bloodstained Lane, aka the Illuminati Decapitator. And I don't obey, motherfucker.
That's gonna be hard, man, because right now the human race, I would say 95% of it is just pure ignorance and buffoonery. And so, you know, people need to stop idolizing these fucking losers and these people, because celebrity worship is also the biggest thing, man. And TMZ and all this shit, people are so obsessed with celebrities and what they're doing, and they're trying to be like them. It's really sad to see, man. You know, frankly, I could give a fuck about a celebrity. I could go to the corner store right now. If I seen fucking Beyonce and Jay-Z, I'd probably spit on Beyonce, because I don't give a fuck about her. I don't care about these people. These people mean shit to me. They're no better than me. They're nothing. What are they? They sing, they rap. They're garbage.
Have lost their jobs, and they say this is the biggest loss of jobs in America in like 20 years. They say over 10% of the population now is out of jobs. And here's the thing, they say, well, people will get back to normal and they will get their jobs back. Oh, no, they won't. Some of these small businesses, small restaurants, they closed, and they're closed permanently, and now they lost their livelihood that they fought for like the last 20 years. And now, because they closed their restaurant or business down, they don't have a job, and now they're hurting. A coworker the other day, and legitimately, here's the funny thing, this guy coughed like and because he has allergies, he coughed like that. The lady literally looked at him and said, I don't want to be around your corona victim ass, and she ran out the building at full speed. I'm talking like she was running like the police is gonna chase her, like the police is getting her, like she has to get out of there from a crime scene. And I'm like, damn lady, you guys used to be friends, you guys used to hang out all the time, you guys used to be like actual buddies, you guys hung out for the last 2 years working here. You guys used to talk the time clock, talk in the break room, and just because he went and he goes, oh, and she goes, wait, what? And he goes, oh, I just have allergies. She goes, that's not allergies, that's the coronavirus. I don't want to be around your coronavirus ass, or something like that. And she literally ran the whole length of the building, clocked out, and she's been gone, I think now for 4 days. And I asked my boss straight up, did like Susan quit? He goes, oh yeah, she quit. She quit. I was like, you think she was looking for a reason to quit? He goes, oh no, she was scared. I was like, scared of what? He goes, oh, scared of getting the coronavirus. I'm like, who has the virus in the building? He goes, nobody that we know of. I was like, and I was like, apparently Jim coughed and she assumed it was a coronavirus and she took off running and she hasn't been seen since. I was like, wow, really? Goes, that's called, that's when the fear and panic takes over. I was like, yeah, but he has allergies. It was like, I sneeze during this time here because we have pollen outside. Pollen picks up and I sneeze a lot. And she goes, what can I say? People are in fear. Nice, dude. Badass VW bus went by. But what I say is, take everything that you watch, think about it, research a lot of stuff, and don't take everything that you hear for the truth. Just make up your own mind. Hear different opinions from CNN, Fox News, this guy, that guy, and make up your own mind. That's what I do. I'm not just going to listen to one guy and go, he's right. But I'm going to look at everybody, and if a lot of people are saying the same thing, then you know it's probably true. But as always, it's your boy Trevor back with another video, baby.